Queenies. Happy Saturday. I'm still in the bed, y'all. Because, first of all, I'm starting to understand and I'm starting to realize that SBK's live is not just a live, it's an event. So I should have prepared myself with a couple of protein shakes. Hey Joshua, how you doing? Sending nothing but love your way. I should have gotten some protein shakes. I should have did some exercises. I wasn't ready for that live. I wasn't ready for that live. I wasn't ready for that live. But it was really good. It was really good. Um, yeah, towards the end we was having fun. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was late. I didn't realize it was that late, and so I kind of slept in, and I am still sleeping in. However, I am going to get up. I'm going to do another live because I want to take y'all downtown today so y'all can see how downtown Detroit looks. So we're going to do that today. But I am reserving some time to be in the bed because yeah, that live was on fleek. Y'all go support SBK. Go support his channel because we were talking about some really good topics last night. We really were. So I didn't realize it was like close to 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I'm kind of hoarse a little bit because I was screaming and hollering on my live and got on SBK live, and of course I had to scream at Lionel because he wasn't making no sense. But anyway, we're here today, and today is a good day, and today is a new day. And I just want to, I always kind of drop little nuggets uh, on my lives or whatever. Today, I want to talk about living your best life. Thank you, Scorpio Mama. I want to talk about living your best life. You know what I'm starting to understand as I get into close to 50? You know what first of all, two things. Age is just a number. In my mind and in my body, I don't feel like I'm 50 at all. But in how I am starting to react to things, I feel 50, mature. You understand what I'm saying? Things are really not starting to matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have done your due diligence. Um, and I can admit when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I had to do that this week. I had to admit that I was wrong, and I had to apologize. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm understanding. Okay, um, you have to check yourself at the door. This is wrong, right? So you apologize. Okay, so I apologize, right? Um, cause in reality, you really can't go back and change anything, right? You just can't. You want to, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it wasn't necessarily like, oh my God, you did something so horrible. It was just a misstep. It was a misstep. And I had to apologize. You know what I'm saying? But however, I don't believe it. This is just me, and it can't. It don't have to be nobody else. Once you apologize for something that you've done wrong, I to me, I'm moving on from it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I want to say it's nothing. This is my interpretation. Um, it wasn't like nobody died or nothing like that. Or I caused somebody to be sick or harmed or ill or nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. But it was brought to my attention. Hey, this blah blah blah. You shouldn't have. Okay, I apologize for it. You understand what I'm saying? My bad. Some things was out of my control that caused me not to be able to hold up my end of the bargain. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna make excuses. I'm the type of person, if I'm wrong in the situation, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for it, right? But what I'm not gonna do is be a target for somebody to keep throwing stuff at me. That ain't gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because things happen. People have done things to me that's completely wrong, and I have forgiven, and we have moved on. You understand what I'm saying? This wasn't like an intentional wrong. This was a misstep. This is something that I should not have obligated myself to. You know what I'm saying? Initially I wanted to, then I thought about it. No, I can't do it. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? And it did also inconvenience the other individual. Okay, so I'm apologizing for it. You know what I'm saying? But then after I got off SBK Live, and that had to be about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep for some reason, so I'm scrolling and I see this thing here. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that we were bringing it here. I didn't realize we were bringing it here. I didn't realize we were bringing it here. But it's here. And it's okay because sometimes people vent. Guess what? I'm venting right now too. You understand what I'm saying? And I just didn't realize it was gonna be here. And I thank them for not, divulging my name and everything. I get it, I understand. Um, but I had apologized. So I don't know if it was done before or prior to the apology. Um, I just didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I can't tell people how to vent, and I can't tell people how to get things off of them because I'm sitting here talking to y'all right now. You understand? Because it's baffling to me. And I ain't never in the intention of hurting nobody or maliciously trying to bring no difficulty to nobody. That ain't what I'm trying to do. But the way it was presented, as if I just didn't care not one iota, and that was not the case at all. And these people know my character. They know my character. Hey, Shawan, I say nothing but love your way. Scorp, Joshua, I say nothing but love your way. You guys know my character. I ain't never trying to stop nobody from doing anything. However, things happen. Did I move too slow? Yeah, I think I moved too slow. I think I should have I think that I should have notified sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? But things got carried away. I had a long week this week. I told y'all my boss, she went on maternity leave, so I'm basically running the center, and it was my second day running the center, and I had so much responsibility that I could not take care of my business in that situation, in that regard. I couldn't take care of my business, and I should have did it. But things got away from me, and I texted him and I told him that. I texted him. I'm sorry. I apologize. I couldn't, take the call right then and there. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And I texted him because I was in the middle of a meeting. And then towards the end of the day, I'm sitting in front of my house. I said, well, let me go ahead and text him the day before. I texted him. I said, hey, I ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it. Hey, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Was it late notice? Absolutely. And I apologize for it. Was it an inconvenience? Absolutely. And I apologize for it. There's nothing that I can do to go back and change that. If I could have took care of the situation for him, I would have did it. If I had the resources, I would have did it for him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he missed out on, if I had it, I would have gave it to him. He know it. I'd have gave him twice over if I had it. You understand what I'm saying? But I apologize. I apologize. And yes, there was a series of text messages. I kept apologizing, and I understand it was disappointing, and I get it, and I'm sorry for it. However, 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 I didn't expect it to see it here on the app. I didn't expect that, and then it's on Facebook too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. I understand. But the thing is, we as human beings, we're going to have missteps, and we're going to do that. We're going to have disagreements. People feel it's going to be hurt. We're going to do stuff wrong. We are going to do stuff wrong and say stuff wrong and do that thing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to give somebody some grace, and you gotta apologize. I did have a face-to-face with him. I did call. You know what I'm saying? It was the day before. Yes, we did. But I saw your face, and we talked about it. You know? We talked about it. You understand what I'm saying? We talked about it. I feel bad about it. Yeah, I really do feel bad about it. Hey Kay, hey Kay, I see Key, I see nothing but love your way because you deserve it, beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? Once we talked about it. And I wish I could do. I wish I could, but I can't. If I can give you what you lost, I would give it twice over. And that's a fact. And you know that for a fact. You know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? But this dragging is out. You know what I'm saying? Like I did you so wrong. I did you so bad. I did you this and that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't intentional, and I'm not an intentional person. I'm not intentionally trying to hurt you. I didn't try to. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just was taken back. I listened to a lot of it, but I didn't listen to the whole lot. But I was shocked that he was even there. I was shocked because one thing about it, certain key phrases and certain key words that you use, they already know it's me. They already know it's me. They already know it's me. So it's not. I mean, and I realized you had to get it off your chest or whatever. And I know this app is therapy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So when you come back and watch this, you will see. You already know I'm not an intentional person that would hurt to do you any type of harm. If I had that, you know what was lost on me right now, you would have had it. You would have already had it because I caused that inconvenience. But the thing about it is, I apologize. What you want, blood? What you want from me? I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I thought we was better, but it's okay. We can match the energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna be betraying you or never gonna be divulging anything. I'm never gonna be doing anything. It wasn't about no fear. You said you thought it was because of fear. You get it because it's no. What about no fear? It was just that moral. In my it was that. I was not gonna. I couldn't do it. It was a moral issue for me, and you knew that. You knew that because I told you it just didn't sit right with me, so I couldn't do it. You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't the same day. I let you know the day before. I text you. Yeah, it was the end of the day, but I didn't get off work until 5:30. And when we talked face to face, you saw I was leaving. I was still at work. I was still leaving work. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I don't want to have to keep turning my social media on, and seeing that you this and you that. I mean, you free to do what you want to do because you grow. I get it, and I'm always love you. I'm gonna always love you and support you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be walking around here, especially when everything is not being divulged. Like I done drove a sword or something through your chest, or something like that. That's not the case. It's not the case. That's not the case at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I do not know what this is because we clearly had a conversation. We clearly talked about it. I apologized to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a whole big old thing. I'm like, you telling you on social media talking about you can't trust nobody no more. You know you can trust me, but this is just one thing I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. I mean, come on. We done had disagreements before, but I let bygones be bygones. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And you brought up the thing about you brought up the thing about I never we never text, we call. That is true. You know what I'm saying? However, Michael, I have been calling you for a while. I have been calling you. I have well not calling, but FaceTiming you for a while, and you didn't pick up, and that's documented. You just now started calling back. I was on my live asking people, have y'all talked to CMA? Well, I might as well say it, CMA. I just was on my live asking people, have y'all talked to him? Because you were not picking up. And I understood it. And I even said, I said, hey, this is this is a rough time. You know what I'm saying? This is a rough time. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of gave you your space, but it wasn't like you everything. She normally pick up. She I don't know why she didn't pick up. She been picking up. You ain't even been calling. I've been calling and reaching out to you. I think you called me maybe 2 other times here recently where we've been FaceTiming, but you just now started calling back. And the only reason why I couldn't pick up the phone the time that you called, because you called me doing work. I was at work, and I told you that. And the way you talked about it, and the way it came off, it was like like I was being nonchalant or I was ignoring your call, and that was not the case at all. I'll be at work from 8:30 to 5:30 in the evening. Sometimes I gotta wait late if the parents don't come pick up on time. But I still manage to pick up your call sometimes when I'm at work. You understand what I'm saying? I'm humble enough to say, yes, I caused this injury. I apologize for it. But don't embellish. Don't drag it on. Don't do that. Don't do what you do. Don't do what you do, Mike, and you know what you do. Don't do what you do, because I'm not. It ain't no tragedy. It's not. Listen, and again, I'm gonna say it again. Whatever the situation with us, and whatever you lost from this, with all sincerity, if I had it on me, I would have gave it. I would give it to you twice over, and you can take that to the bank. You can take that to the bank, because you know me, you know my character. Nobody was avoiding you. I was literally at work, and I text you that I was at work. I said, I'm sorry I missed your call. I was in a meeting, literally taking care of some business. I was in a meeting. And when you called me towards the time I was getting off work, I picked the phone up and we had a FaceTime. And yes, it was the day before. I'm so sorry for that. But I could not. I'm sorry. I wish I could go back. You understand what I'm saying? For the first day you asked me, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I did say yes, I did. But I'm gonna tell you something off rip. And I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be straight up with you. And you use a terminology that was offensive. Cause I couldn't even believe it came out of your mouth when you said that. But if we go, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But when I hung up the phone, when I said yeah, I said it because I'm like, okay, y'all, this my whatever. Even though I was like, I still said yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when I hung up the phone and I kept thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? Day one, day two, I kept thinking about it. I'm like, nah, and then I'm not judging nobody. God knows I'm not judging nobody, no kind of way. I'm not judging nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I kept feeling that nuts. Like you can't do that, right? And I kept pondering on it. And I used the word ponder, and I kept pondering on it, and I kept pondering on it. Yes, but when I got off work, it was like 5:35. I'm like, I said, let me text Mike and tell him, hey, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Scorpio mom, well, what I learned from the situation is what I learned on this situation is to not compromise. That's what I learned. And what I learned from the situation is to, consider, the situation in its totality. When I said that yes, I meant that yes, but however things change and it's okay for you to change your mind. And I understand he could have, got somebody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? I get that. On that part, that I will accept responsibility and apologize for. But guess what? I apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else I can do. I would appreciate not to be made this horrible villain. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I understand that, Scorp. I know that's where your loyalty lies. I know that's where your loyalty lies, Scorp. You know what I'm saying? That's been my friend for 30 years. I'm sorry that this has happened. I really am. I'm sorry that I was the cause of an inconvenience for him, for money. You know what I'm saying? I am sorry for that. I apologize for that. I really do. I really do. And this ain't. I'm not. I just. I don't know what to say. I feel like I said what all that I can say. I feel like I said all I can say because what do you want? I mean, I'm quite sure you've done things in his life. So they have offended other people, and you go about living life. You know what I'm saying? I don't even. If you apologize, you don't apologize. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be vilified. I'm not going to have people out here because they already know it's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit. Like, oh, I betrayed you and all of this stuff. Come on. Yeah, and I think we're gonna be okay. But it just shocked me to see that he had went live with it. I'm like, for real. Because what is that? What is that doing? I mean, but at the end of the day, y'all know he grown. He gonna do what he want to do. Ain't okay. Nobody tell him what to do, and that's whatever. It is whatever. But just understand that yeah, I apologize to you. Yes, I text you, and I sent you more than one text, continually apologizing, and we did have a FaceTime conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't that I was never going to call you because for one, I don't even roll like that. And I told you in the conversation I was going to call you. I was going to give you a call. However, I was at work. And it was one of those days where I could not take out the time to FaceTime. I wasn't going to not show up. I was never going to have you sitting there waiting. I was never going to do that. And you know that, but you said that to paint a narrative that that I would do something like that to you, and you know that I wouldn't do that. So I don't paint no narrative. Don't do me like the others. Don't do me like that. Don't paint no narrative that you know for a fact ain't true. It just ain't true. Did I cause this inconvenience? Yeah, I did. I caused this inconvenience, but it wasn't maliciously at all. It was not. And I told you it got away from me. We talked on Tuesday about the situation. We didn't talk again until Thursday. That's because those 2 days I was extremely busy, and it gets like that. And it's ain't no, oh, you just making an excuse. No, I was extremely busy. I see. I'm gonna get off of SBK Live 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm listening to this. I'm like, for real? And the way you talking about me or describing the situation, they already know it's me. So people that had a day to think about, dang, what did Queen and Queen do? I can't believe she did her friend like that. And you know I ain't doing this on purpose. And then you talking about you just nonchalant. I wasn't nonchalant. I was very extremely apologetic. You know I was. You know I was. Listen. I got the text messages to prove it. You know we had a face to face. So why go on here and paint a picture like I maliciously did something? or I'm not trustworthy. Cause that ain't what we do. Like, it's not what we do. It ain't what we do. It's not what we do, and I'm not even gonna go no. It's baffling to me. Honest to God, it is. It is baffling to me. Like, come on, you're like for real. Come on now. Come on now. This ain't gonna be no whole situation, and I'm not. But I'm gonna advocate for myself. I'm big enough and grown enough to say that I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize to somebody. But I guess you got to dig in there. You got to just keep digging in there. Behind the scenes, are you serious? You know what? Let me tell y'all. This is breaking my heart. This is breaking my heart, Vaughn, because what could you possibly be saying about your friend for 30 years behind the scenes? This is what I don't understand with Mike. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I understand. You talking about a breacher. You gonna treat me differently. What is you talking about, Mike? Like, what is you talking about behind the scenes? What is you saying about me behind the scenes? Did you tell her what you asked me that you wanted me to do behind the scenes? Did you tell her that? Oh, I read the text wrong. Y'all, I'm telling you, I even want to get emotional. I was getting ready to say, what the heck? I didn't know. I thought you were saying something. I'm like, oh my god. I was getting ready to be like, oh my god. I read it. I read it again. I read it again. But I'm just saying, it's still heartbreaking. You all here telling people, our friendship is this. Our friendship is this. Listen. And then you said, you brung up. Well, you was vague with it, saying, when people say you better not tell nobody if you say this, because I had divulged some things to him, some private things to him. You know what I'm saying? That I thought was cute and funny, And when I say cute and funny, some personal things, and I divulged it to him. You know what I'm saying? But you even hinted on that. I know you didn't say it, but when people say you better not say this, you better not say that. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But when you say stuff like that, it's like you throwing a hint. Like, what is you saying? What is you saying? Like, what? And at the end of the day, if it do get divorced, it's not gonna make me or break me or no kind of way, but it will make me question our friendship. I get it, Squirt. I understand that he won't feel the same way. He don't have to feel the same. But y'all, if y'all understood the nature of the situation, you understand what I'm saying? Then it will be more clear. But I will never divulge the nature of the situation. And I'm not gonna do that. That's not what I came on here to do. You understand what I'm saying? I would never do that. But the thing about it, from friend to friend, I went and I apologized wholeheartedly. I went and I apologized. I went and I apologized. And if I had the bread to give him that he missed, I would have gave it to him 3 times, 2 times over. And he know that. And he know that. And he know that. And he know that. I would have gave him the bread over and over again, but I couldn't do it. I work. Okay, I was at work. I'm sorry. There's been times I've been on my job and Michael's called me and I've taken his calls and got in trouble for it. But I take it every time he called me. Every time that he called me, I pick it up. But I couldn't do it that time. And then you gonna come out here and tell me something, you felt some kind of way when you ain't even answered the phone. I've been calling you for at least 2 weeks. Anybody seen CMA and you ain't picked up the phone. Excuse me, honey. I don't know who you are, but anybody who know who heard him talking knew exactly who he was talking about. But the point I'm making is he shouldn't even have to go live because we had talked about it. And if he went live before we talked about it, he should have went and took it down. But it's okay. You understand what I'm saying? Every now and then we go through this and we have this issue. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna be it's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's gonna be cool, but never in a, and the only reason why I came on here is because okay, we get the YouTube thing. We done been here before. We done been here before. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I go on my Facebook page, and it's like you devastated by it. You devastated by it. You talking about you can't trust nobody. Well, you know, if he called me right now and said so, I will be right there in a minute. This gonna affect our friendship. How? How is this gonna affect our friendship? It's ridiculous. That's what it is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The whole situation is ridiculous. For real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Accountability. You know what I'm saying? I'm big enough as a woman to have accountability, and that's what I thought I was displaying. That's what I thought I was showing. It was accountability. Okay, I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry what I did. I can't change it. You know what I'm saying? I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But come on. I mean, we here now. You know what I'm saying? We here. We are here now. There's nothing I could do about it. I thought we was good. Even after the face to face, you made the little joke or whatever. But I still felt like, man, I inconvenienced him. Blah blah blah. I apologized. I did. And it's just like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. And I know you came to me. You said you came to me because we were close, and I, yeah, I divulged some things to you. I shared some things, so you thought you can come to me, and you could have come. You could have came to me, and you did. However, I could not do that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm just, and y'all already know my integrity just wouldn't let me do it. But and so now I had to come. Now I had to come out here and hear you say how this did you, and how this and how that, and how this, and you said you were disappointed, and you have every right to be disappointed. But come on, like you making it seem like I just this horrible person. You know what I'm saying? Or I betrayed our friendship, and I betrayed you. I'm untrustworthy, and all of this stuff. Like, come on. No, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah, everything is okay, SBK. Everything is okay. You know you can trust me. You know you can trust me. You know you can trust me. You know he know for a fact he can trust me. He know he can trust me. The thing is that you mixing up trust with inconvenience. That's not, you can't trust me. I inconvenienced you, and you're upset about that. I get it, but you coming out here using words like this and that. Yeah, my feelings is hurt because out here, and I look on here, and you sit down. Okay, I just sit down, but we had a brief face to face about it and talked about it. I apologized about it. I got text messages where I done sent apologies. You know what I'm saying? And then I come out. I don't know if it could have been done before we had the conversation. You know what I'm saying? It could have been. And then you saying all this stuff. And I just was like, I didn't even know it had made you. I didn't even know it was being discussed on YouTube. I didn't even know it was being discussed on YouTube. And then you talked about, people say stuff to you like, if you ever say this to your friend, yeah, I meant that. I meant that. But guess what? If you feel some kind of way about it, and you say what I told you about a situation, and you do that, it's not gonna change nothing. I'm gonna still be me. Things, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's gonna make me say, I can't look at you as a confidant. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't look at me as trustworthy or keeping my word or saying, I understand that. But I apologize for it. I mean, that's all I can humanly possibly do. I'm not gonna let it deter me. But I know how this app work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always advocate for myself. I'm gonna always defend myself, and this is just me defending myself. You understand what I'm saying? Because people can say things about you and cause people to form opinions about you, and that's simply not true. And do I really care? No, I don't really care. But the truth gonna always gonna be represented too as well. The truth gonna always be represented as well for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did nobody dirty. I didn't purposely, you know what I'm saying, could cause him to be in a bind. I didn't want him to be in no bind. You understand what I'm saying? And then the whole money situation, I didn't even know the amount of money to after the fact until I told him that I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He told me the number amount, and that really made me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? It really made me feel bad after that. And I was like, man, if I had it, I would have just gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I see now this is a big inconvenience. Yeah, it is. No, this is just me. This is just me advocating for myself. You know what I'm saying? I advocate, and I guess it's probably bigger than what it should be. It probably is, but I just wanted to just advocate for myself. You know, I do. Because I'm like, come on, I'm not. After I get done doing this live, I'm gonna enjoy my day. I'm gonna take y'all downtown so y'all can see how downtown is, and I'm gonna enjoy my day. And this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the live. When you get a certain age, you know what I'm saying. After you done did your due diligence, I'm moving on. I'm gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move on. I got to. You know what I'm saying? Cause what you want me to do? I totally get it, Vaughn. I totally get it. I totally get it. Vaughn, I noticed that you had shared out a past live last night. I said thank you. Thank you for sharing out that live. I also put my email in there, Vaughn. Feel free to reach out. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that my email is not in my sometimes you put your email in the description of your channel. I realized that wasn't in there. So thank you again for sharing that live out. Yeah, I'm not gonna stress myself out because I'm in a good space. You know what I'm saying? But since that was disseminated and put out, I feel only I feel like it's only right that disseminate my response. And that's just what we doing. And if this has affected the friendship, you know what I'm saying? We go through this every so often. We go through this. I'm gonna always love him and support him, even if he's still mad at me and never talk to me again. I get it. I'm gonna always still love, support, and have been doing it for over 30 years, and I'm gonna do it. But it breaks my heart. You know what I'm saying? When you use such descriptive words that them words don't apply to me because he's been more of a friend to me, and I most certainly been more of a friend to him. But you know what I'm saying? I have. You know what I'm saying? He has to me. It goes both ways. But sometimes people get in their feelings and they have to just let it out. You know what I'm saying? And say that. But even the phrase he used, a hood B. I'm like, he couldn't be using that in reference to me. You could not be. You could not be because I would never in a million years any type of derogatory language to describe my friend of 30 years. Never. 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 I would never do nothing like that. Ever. I would never do nothing like that. So I'm gonna go enjoy my day. I went and bought me a nice outfit because I was doing something nice for myself, and I'm gonna go enjoy my day. You understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what's gonna happen. And I want to let me just deliver my point, and I'm gonna get off of here. When you get a certain age, stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like this situation, I would have been just even more emotional than this. But at the end of the day, you learn to move on. And a lot of people say this, as you get older, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for supporting the channel. Yes, thank you. Anybody? Oh my God, I wish I was on StreamYard because I want to give a shout out to Thrive and Glow. She sold it to the channel yesterday, and I didn't see it until I got off the live with SBK, like 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't see it, So Thrive and Glow, I want to thank you so much for supporting the channel. And of course, when I go live again, you'll get your graphic. I wanna say thank you for that. So yeah, amen, Scorp. Yeah, when you get to a certain age, and I remember hearing older people say that when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just go ahead on and move on. And I promise y'all, I am going to enjoy my day. You know what I'm saying? Like I am. I'm finna go clean my house up, and I'm getting ready to enjoy, turn my music on, and I'm about to go have me some fun. That's exactly what I'm about to go do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna. I'm turning my do not disturb. I done already talked to my man. Y'all know we 6 hours apart, so he probably getting ready to wind down and go to sleep. I'm about to turn my do not disturb on, and I'm gonna turn my music on, and we getting ready to clean up, and I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to enjoy my day. That's exactly what I'm about to go do. You understand? SBK, you was hilarious yesterday night. You understand what I'm saying? Really hilarious. You was really hilarious yesterday night. And Joe came in like a lioness. I was like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Score. Let me tell you, it's not me, it's God. It's not me, it is God. You hear me? And I'm a see every time somebody mention it, I got to say it. Whenever the spirit of the Lord and I love fun, y'all see. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret before I go into that. When y'all see me being on SBK panel, that's when I get a chance to be naughty, and I get a chance to be bad. So I go to his channel to be bad. You understand what I'm saying? I go to his channel to be bad so I can cut up because I know my church folks don't know about him. I do, y'all. I do. I go over there. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I feel the spirit of the Lord come over me, when I'm talking to y'all like regularly, and I feel God, see, it was so funny is when see, now I'm like backtracking. When I was on SB channel last night, and they talked about a certain thing, the spirit of the Lord came on me real quick, and I blurted something out to SBK, and it got real quiet. Do you hear what I say? And then it just went on away. And I told him, I said, you can take it to the bank, and I promise you that's gonna happen. But anyway, when the spirit of the Lord comes on me like that, I have a mandate to release that and say whatever it is. It comes out. And here lately, God been talking about sowing and reaping and blessing. You understand what I'm saying? And it happens. You sow over here, whatever you give, God gonna bless your life tremendously. This ain't no gimmick. I ain't trying to get no money. You understand what I'm saying? I work hard. And all week I work to get a check. This ain't this thing here, this app is not my income. You understand what I'm saying? I work. But whatever you sow in here, it comes back to you. It could come back to you in your health. It comes back to you monetarily, whatever it is. And people can come in, they can tell you. They can tell you that the Lord has been blessing over here for real. The Lord has been blessing for real over here. And I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's God. And I know that he wants his people blessed. And I know that those who are seeking for something, God got something for you. And I know that God, that he just want people to know that he loves them and he ain't forgot about you. And you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't gotta be behind no pulpit to minister to people. You can make you I feel like this platform here is a great opportunity to minister to people and show people that God is real. And he's doing it on this channel right here. He's doing it on his channel right here and right now. In real time. You understand what I'm saying? People are being delivered and set free from things that have been holding them bound for years. because somebody got taking out the time to do God's work, and that's what I do. I mean, I'm not no traditional preacher. I've been preaching since I'm 18, but I've always been unorthodox. I've always sat and talked to the hooker on the street. I've always picked up the phone and talked to my friend. You know what I'm saying? That's been going through. I don't have to be behind no pulpit with no Bible. I plan on going out on the street in a couple of weeks and passing out food and praying for folks. That's my goal this summer, is to get it back out there and do it. And I've been doing it for years. But guess what? My mama showed me how to do that. Because she used to do the same thing. Go out there and pass out tracts. Or she'll take somebody in that need help. That's just how I am. And everybody who really know me for real, they know that's how I roll for real. I would give you the shirt off my back for real. And God always blesses me. He always blesses me. He always blesses me. Listen, he always blesses me. I don't gotta worry about this. I don't gotta worry about that. It may get tight. It may get low. I may call my friend and say, "Hey, can you give me $5 for this? Can you give me $10 for that?" You know what I'm saying? But it ain't too many times. And then I'm put in a position to bless somebody else. That's just life. We all go through stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I could open up my mouth for everything about everything else, I can open up my mouth about God. And it's free to tell somebody about God. You understand what I'm saying? That's free. You know what I'm saying? And so you said I'm seeking to get rid of being mean. It can happen. A disposition. It can happen. The Bible says, love and kindness have I drawn thee. And sometimes we go through life and we have to be hard in certain situations, you know what I'm saying? Because people will take advantage of you. I get it. I understand. But God can soften you up, and he will do it. And because you got enough courage enough to even say that, I pray that God do it for you. You know what I'm saying? We all got issues within ourselves. Ain't nobody perfect on here. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that God is blessing on the channel. And every time I get that feeling, every time I get that sensation, and I go to talking about, y'all sow into the channel, God always blesses the people. He always do it. So y'all know it ain't me, it's God. And I don't even be wanting to say nothing half the time. Half the time I'll be tired and I'll be, getting off of work, whatever, just be wanting to run my mouth. But when I feel the presence of God and the unction of God, you can take it to the bank, baby. It's real. I don't be playing no games, because you got a lot of preachers out here. They done destroyed so many people's lives by telling them that God said to do this, and God said, and God ain't bit more said nothing. And you understand what I'm saying? And I ain't even looking for no cash app. If you never cash at me ever again, I'm still gonna speak and say what God said do, whether it's good or bad. God ain't always got a blessing for somebody. Sometimes God got correction. Sometimes God got a rebuke for you. There's been times God has rebuked me, you know what I'm saying, for real, put me in my place. That's just how he works, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get all off into it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna be back out here live when I get downtown, because I really want to go to Cold Stone, but I know I don't need it. But I really want to go to Cold Stone, or I'll just go get me something to eat and just sit down at the park. They got some beautiful parks down there, and I just want to eat. I hope it's like warm enough, because I got me a little skirt and top that I want to put on. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been losing weight, I'm going to put on this little skirt and top, show my little chicken legs. But I don't know if it's going to be, it says it's going to be 70 degrees. But 70 degrees here in Michigan, it'd be like a cool little breeze with it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm about to clean up, get in the shower. I'm about to turn my phone off, turn me some music on, and I'm good. Where I'm at, the birds is chirping. There's trees all around us, and it be like these pretty red birds. They be just chirping. And I'm good. I'm good. I'll talk to my baby. He called me, and I think I put the videos on my community wall if y'all want to go. He was walking around his mama's property, showing me, the bigger part of the garden, because on in the back side of her house, I showed y'all could see that little video out where the chickens going up into it, and you just think it's like a hill, but I didn't know that you got to go all the way up, and then it expands to like this main land, like a flat land, and she got corn and all type of stuff growing. So he showed me some of that, because I told him to take pictures so I could have it. And so he showed me videos of it, and I put it on my community wall so you guys can see. It's 2 videos. He broke it up into 2 videos. So I was missing him, and I told him, I told him how sad I been this week, missing him and stuff. He was like, "You spoiled." I'm like, "I'm not spoiled." I said, "You dated you married a American wife." I was like, "I need attention." He's like, "You not spoiled." So now I know I have to keep writing and texting, and so all throughout the time we was talking, he's like, "I love you." I'm like, "You quit being funny." And then he got real naughty. I ain't gonna tell y'all what he did, but that will hold me over. No. He's like, "Babe, you know I love you." I was like, "You forgot to tell me you love me yesterday." He could tell me, "So, well, mama told you that she loved you." I said, "But you supposed to tell me." He got on the phone real quick so I can see his mom was up and walking around. She was like, "I love you." And then he said, "My battery about to die." He hung up. And I was like, "You ain't tell me that you love me." He talking about, "But mama told you that she loved you." I'm like, "That don't count." So he spent some time with me today, and he had to go all the way up there just so he can get a signal to call me. And he's like, "And I'm getting bit by mosquitoes." So I'll give him some grace. I said, "I'm gonna give you some grace," because I know it is, he's where it's not a lot of network. But I'm just like, look, I don't know. I was like, "Listen, you gotta do something." And it don't help that he come out no shirt on, no pants on, just some shorts, and I'm like, and you wonder why you getting malaria, because you out here with nothing on. And I know it's 90 degrees, but just wrap yourself up real fast and do what you get. Call me and then go back in the house. You know what I'm saying? Now watch. 2 days later, he gonna be calling me talking about, "I get the malaria." Yeah, I'm like, and they get the malaria like you get us, like your allergies flare up. That's how they get the malaria over there. So it is what it is, y'all. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, y'all. Yeah, we'll see how it go. We will see how this go, y'all. But we shall see how this goes. I promise y'all today I'm gonna go and have me some fun because I done had a long week. My kids is gone for the summer. So I'm just working in the center, primarily managing the staff and doing paperwork for next year. And I'm gonna enjoy my summer the best that I can. So when I have days like this, yeah, I'm gonna get out. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. The only thing I hate is parking. I would walk up to the train and just catch the free train downtown, but I know I ain't gonna want to walk back. So I'm gonna just drive and park in somewhere and then get on the train and get on the train the rest of the way to enjoy myself. You said if he wrong, you I'm not really worried about it because this time around, I for sure needed to say I'm sorry, and I did. I said I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I did. No, but Mike, he gonna milk this, and he probably gonna be mad because I said milk. He gonna milk this for every drop it got because I messed up. I messed up and I was wrong. So I'm gonna be mud. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be mud. But don't get too good with it. Don't get too long with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see it out here. You can drag me when we talking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I don't want to come out here and see that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because that's between us. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. I call it the mic stuff. Don't do the mic stuff. Don't do that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear it. No. Mm-mm. I don't want to see it. Because you know for a fact you can trust me. You know that. Ain't no way in the world you would trust me with certain things. You know what I'm saying? When he was in the hospital, I did, and I'm not saying this for him to get mad, but I'm just proving the point that you can trust me. You know what I'm saying? He can trust me. Trust me. He know that. He know doggone well he can trust me. So when I tell you this is what's been happening this week, then you should have believed it. And not coming out here talking about something all of a sudden. What you mean all of a sudden? Come on now. He just upset right now. He's mad because of the lost opportunity, and I feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? I do. I do. I honestly do. I honestly do. But I mean, I really can't do nothing about it. I can't fix it. I cannot fix it. I cannot fix it. And then Scorp, I'm gonna give you my mailing address, okay? So I'm gonna put. I don't even know how to type in. I can't type in this when I'm like this straight up. So I'm gonna just spell it out. I'm gonna give you a chance to get something to write down. Write this down, okay? So I'm gonna give you my email address. It is. You ready? Hopefully you ready. Let me know when you ready. You said I'm talking about your husband. Oh. Oh yeah, we already said if he wrong, if my husband is straight up wrong, we going. It's gonna be me and Scorp. I'm gonna put her on a plane and we going to Africa. He gonna get arrested. We gonna take Homeland Security. Gonna take him down. We taking him down. He going to jail. And the good thing about it is I got all his stuff, all his everything. I got it all. All right, so listen, Scorp, because I'm about to get off here. I gotta start my day. My email is CL. Wait, CLAYLING, the number 27 at gmail.com. It's Clayleen27 at gmail.com. Okay? Because I want to order some stuff from you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling that purple, and I think I want to try. You know, I'm feeling it. So I'm gonna go back and look on your channel, and so I can look and see. And that way, when you email me, then I can give you my address. You said you said your email messed up, so that's not a good avenue. Okay. Okay. Are you on Facebook? Because I can message you. No, don't do it. I'm gonna give you my phone. Listen, don't get a phone number right now. Go to my Facebook and message me. Go to CLAYLING and then BRIGHT and message me, and we can do it like that. So it's Clayleen Bright. And you're gonna see a picture of my husband. So me and him swap profile pictures. So you're gonna see a picture of Bryson instead of me. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right. Boy, I tell you, we don't never fail. It's like we be on schedule. Like every 2 or 3 years, we be getting to it. Oh my God. And last time we got into it was over a hot dog. And I know Michael gonna laugh at this when he stopped being mad at me. But this time it was over a Polish sausage. No, it's like oh man. I'm gonna get my daughter to email. Okay, I'm gonna get my daughter to email you. Okay. All right. You wrote it down though, right? Okay. Okay. All right, sweetie pie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting ready to get off here. And next time y'all see me, I will be downtown walking around. I'm trying to think, should I wear my skirt? Should I wear my skirt or should I wear my pants? Because I don't want to be down there freezing. Because we're gonna be right off the river and it be getting cold. So I'm thinking like, should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, he on your Cash App too. Who on my? Oh yeah, he is. That's my baby. You know, I love my baby. He was looking so man. When I tell you, my husband was looking so delicious today in them doggone trees and jungles today. He was walking around looking at the palm trees and stuff. I'm like, he looked just like Tarzan. My goodness, my God, my God. I don't try to get off into the aesthetics all the time, but I just thank God my husband is attractive. You know, oh my God, he's gorgeous. I love my baby, and he loved me. Even though I got on his nerves this week, because I was so like just in my feelings. I know I did. He was like, "You are spoiled." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm spoiled." Sure. If y'all could have seen him, you know how he was in the beginning. He was like this. I guess that new relationship stage. He went overboard with it. You know what I'm saying? He just was just loving me right, and then I'm like, bro, I still need that same intensity. I still I still need it. So yeah, that's my baby. He done grew his dreads out. I told him I wanted him to grow dreads, and he done grew them out for me. He looks so cute, got it all lined up and nice and cute. And I just was like, oh my baby, I miss him. But we on our way there. We will be there, God's willing, in November to celebrate our wedding anniversary. So I'm super excited about that. I cannot wait. When I tell y'all, I cannot wait. All right, I'm getting my butt up because I'm procrastinating. I got to get up. You know what? I feel like I'm hung over from SBK Live. Only adults need to be on that channel. I'm too young for his channel. I'm too young for SBK channel after 11 o'clock. I don't want to be on there after 11 o'clock no more. For real. For real. All right, guys. I'll see y'all in a minute. This is your Queen Clayleen saying be great. Bye. Bye. What you say? We all have different tastes in men. Oh, what you saying? My boo ugly. I love me some Scorpio mama. Lord have mercy. She said something last night. I was hollering. Was it last night she said it? It was something. What did you say? It was something that you said. Who was it? Was it on my live? I forget. Man, when I tell you I was hollering, oh my God. All right, I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Bye.